money and how you spend that, well, the door's over there, I guess, and we can talk about it outside. The second point is also really important because a lot of my peers get up and talk digital only, mobile, web, touch. Forget all the traditional stuff. That's not true. Congratulations, you made it here today. You're dressed, you're good looking, you're doing well. You fall into a very small percentage of the population. You've been very successful with marketing as it was and sort of is now. The difference is that there are these new things, web, mobile, touch, that you can push forward with, that you can do things with. And so what I like to say is everything is with, not instead of. Too many of my peers are blogging and tweeting and scaring brands into thinking that if you don't do this and ditch everything else, you're going to die. I don't believe that to be true. I think it's about finding the proper balance of how you're going to make things most effective for yourself. My third one is another steal that I take from Avinash. Avinash once said, don't write checks with social media that your websites can't cash. And I love that line, and it's so true. I see so many great brands doing amazing things in Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and then I go to the site and it's like, wah, wah, wah. I call it the lunch bag letdown. You know what the lunch bag letdown is? Peanut butter again, right? When you're like high school, going to school, your mother kept peanut butter again. You know, it's like, oh, again, I can't believe this. So there's this opportunity now to actually really think about that destination and how consumers come in and what they do and how they connect to it and how you can make it social and more lively. And that involves a different mindset. You know why people really freaked out over WikiLeaks? It wasn't the rape charge, it wasn't any of that stuff. Why they freaked out is because we have a stance. And the stance of government and business is one of secrecy and closedness. And I believe that if we actually move to a more open and transparent platform, the stuff that really has to be secret will be secret, and people won't leak that information because it's really, really secret. But when you try and make everything secret and closed, people start going, hey, what's going on over there? And so you actually have a tremendous opportunity because these social tools exist for you to open up. And I think that it is tools like Radian6, when you start monitoring and hearing what people are saying out in the wild, as they like to say, that you understand that in this open world, you have to be open too. Because if you're not open and you try and act closed, or you try to respond to a customer like a press release, good luck to you. We all know the case studies on that. In fact, it's the sad, because those are the case studies that get the most PR. You know, I wish we could take all the case studies that you have about these good uses and actually share them. I think that would help the world open up just a little bit more. Number 5 is a mindset that I think I only realized a couple years ago for myself. As a guy who owns a marketing agency and that works with a lot of big national, multinational brands, what I realized is the trajectory of success that we've been having at the agency is not because we're great at marketing. I think we are great at it. It's because we actually have a publisher's mindset. See, my background was actually publishing and journalism. And what I realized is that if you look at the output of all this stuff that you're going to be doing, whether, again, it's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it might be, is you're not really marketing, you're publishing. And the best publishing, the publishing that really pushes the envelope, is the publishing that's sincere and honest. So I think part of the reason my blog is successful is because I never shill for the agency. I never even talk about, most people are shocked when they hear about what we do because it's not really even the content. What I'm doing is giving real content. The fundamental reason most brands have failed in social media is because they're sort of doing it. It's half pregnant, right? They're sort of publishing, but it's slightly veiled in the marketing PR buy from us though. Like, so yeah, we'll give you these options, but most of them are options that only we sell, right? And that's part of the problem, is when you start marketing with a publisher's mindset, or you start integrating the idea of publishing, frequency, consistency, quality, context, authenticity, you start really creating great relationships. And so when you see people like Dell talking on this stage, what you really realize as a media person is they're great because they're honest. They're great because they're speaking and thinking like publishers. How can we really share this content and get people excited about it and push it forward? And my last point is probably the hardest thing for brands in terms of the transition. How many times have you been in a meeting and the boss has walked in and said, what are we doing on Facebook? What are we doing on Twitter? Like, I actually believe Radian6 was created because a CEO walked into an office and said, did somebody see this tweet? Who's responded to this, right? And I was like, oh wait, there's a product here, right? We can create this, we can do this. It's happened time and time again. Asking what is the terrible question. What I want you to do is ask why. Why should I be on Facebook? Why should I have a mobile app? Why should we be on YouTube? You see, asking what is a tactic. Shiny, bright object, my competitors have it, we want it too. Asking why forces you to look at the business strategy. When you can strategically look at why and how you're going to implement these social media tools, mobile, web, touch, etc., you start to win. I'm a business person. I don't believe you should be using social media unless it adds economic value to your organization. Is there a cheaper, smarter, faster way of doing this, a marketing initiative we have? Yes. Can social media be the answer to you? Yes. But we need to tie that into real objectives. And the ROI isn't obvious. What's the ROI of social media? We've been asked this all the time. And the truth of the matter is we have to take a step back because we're not just taking a TV ad. What do you mean by social media? Right? Are you publishing? Are you broadcasting? Is text, images, audio, video? Are you trying to create loyalty? Are you trying to do customer service? Are you trying to publish? On and on and on. And when you start getting into it, the light bulbs start going off. Oh, it's true. We don't have a strategy. We're just doing this because, well, they're doing it. And that's crazy. So start asking why instead of what. Dig yourself into the business objectives and you'll push things forward. Ultimately, at the end of the day, what you need to embrace as you move into this brave new world is this concept that the general consumers, the people who really buy from you, don't care about technology. They don't care about how it works. They don't care about the infrastructure or how complex it is. What they want is a great experience. Why is Twitter popular? Why is Facebook popular? The answer is simple. It's simple. How many of your brands and products and web experiences can you really, honestly, walk out of here and say, we make it so simple. It's so clear what my consumer has to do when they come to my experience. You will win in social media the minute you start understanding that your consumers are now building communities and they're connected and they're having engagement and they're doing this back and forth and they don't care about technology and they want simplicity. And as you start breaking it down and whittling away, you start gaining success and having these amazing case stories. And so I really wish you tons of tremendous luck on this journey. I think that you all have the skills to do it. If you're here, you're already converted, which is the great news. But now we have to evangelize this to the rest of the industry. We have to let people know that it's not about how many people we're connected to, but who. Making it easy for them to do so and really blow it out because this is our opportunity. Now, before I leave, I'm going to switch slides to show you all my contact information because people sometimes get intimidated because like a guy was on stage. I don't get that. I'm very, very approachable, so hopefully you'll come over to me here or at the party or at one point. I'd love to meet and connect, exchange business cards, whatever it might be, maybe some body fluid, who knows how things will go. I don't know. So this is all my contact information. This is my email, it's my phone number, it's my cell phone number, it's my blog, it's my Twitter feed, it's my Facebook handle. You can find everything you need about Mitch Joel at Yahoo or Bing or wherever you search. I want to thank you so much for your time and I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much.
So taking